Most people buy a plug-in hybrid because they want the best of both worlds: electric for the commute, petrol for the road trip. It sounds like the perfect transition, a comfortable middle ground that saves you from range anxiety. But there is an uncomfortable truth that the sales brochure won't show you. By trying to have it all, you aren't just doubling your options. You are doubling your failure points. In the next 10 minutes, we are looking at the data that 90% of buyers ignore: the reality of maintaining two separate, complex drivetrains in a single chassis. When you own a PHEV, you own a high-voltage battery system and a complex internal combustion engine. This means you still have oil changes, spark plugs, and timing belts, but you have added an inverter, a charging port, and a heavy battery pack that puts constant stress on your suspension. The data shows that after year 5, the maintenance cost of a PHEV begins to diverge sharply from a pure EV while an EV owner is checking their tire pressure and cabin filter. A PHEV owner is dealing with stale fuel issues because their engine hasn't run in 3 weeks. We have analyzed ownership logs showing that the dual motor advantage often becomes a dual maintenance liability, especially when thermal management systems for both the battery and the engine start to age and leak. Here is the twist: that nobody talks about the complexity tax because the engine bay is so crowded to fit both systems. Labor costs for simple repairs can be 30% higher than a standard petrol car. A $50 sensor replacement becomes a $500 job because the technician has to remove high-voltage shielding just to reach it. However, there is a way to beat the system. If you understand the usage gap, you can mitigate these risks. Satisfaction doesn't come from the technology itself. It comes from knowing exactly how to use it without triggering these hidden costs. If you are committed to the PHEV path, you need the Drive Real EV's master strategy. First, never let your fuel sit for more than 2 months. Use a fuel stabilizer or force the engine to run. Second, prioritize home charging. If you aren't charging every night, you are just carrying around 300 kilograms of deadweight battery that is destroying your fuel economy and wearing out your tires. This isn't just about saving money. It is about ensuring that when you finally do need that petrol engine for a 500-mile trip, it actually starts. The PHEV is a bridge, but bridges aren't meant to be lived on forever. If you are realizing that the maintenance trap is too deep, your next logical step isn't going back to petrol, it is going full electric. But before you make that switch, you need to see our deep dive into why some EV batteries are actually failing faster than hybrids in cold climates. See you in that video right here. Who here has owned a PHEV past 100,000 miles? What was your biggest hidden bill? Leave your comments and don't forget to like and subscribe.